Hello, everyone, and welcome to LOCKBEARD in Brief number 4. This doctor wants to terrorize you. YouTube's at it again, and criminal, terroristic doctors are at it again, and this just adds to the huge mountain that should be evident to any freedom-loving American what's going on here. Now, this video, I'm going to show you in a little bit how YouTube is suppressing this video. I took screenshots to prove it for what they're worth. But you can find this video freely on BitChute and Odyssey, the other video sites that maybe not as many people are using. But here, let's just watch this. This lady here, this is who you'll see in most of the thumbnails. She's like a marketing director or something. It isn't her. It's the next lady you see. It's the resolution sucks ass in this video, but that's okay. I got some good resolution photos of the lady, and I was about this close to putting phone numbers up for her. This close. If you want to find them, you can find them. People need to go out there. People need to speak up. This lady is a terrorist. She wants to scare everyone into getting the jab. Oh, there's that YouTube notification that we're live. Took you long enough, YouTube. All right. It's about 2 minutes long.
As far as how we get information out to the community on meaningful numbers, we do that on a weekly basis. So that's on our website, and we've been sharing that through social channels as well, particularly those graphics that...
Hold on a second. Let me try that again. This should do it.
On the dashboard and how it's set up myself, as far as how we get information out to the community on meaningful numbers, we do that on a weekly basis. So that's on our website, and we've been sharing that through social channels as well, particularly those graphics that show the number of patients in-house, the percentage of them that are unvaccinated, the percentage of unvaccinated people in the ICU, and the percentage of deaths, and the numbers. So those are numbers that we put out. As far as, we don't get into details of floor or those other numbers are certainly out there.
Right. I guess my feeling at this point in time is maybe we need to be completely a little bit more scary for the public. Then there's another comment, is I completely agree. There are many people still hospitalized that we're considering post-COVID, but we're not counting in those numbers. So how do we include those post-COVID people in the numbers of the patients we have in the hospital?
So is that all the people who have been in the hospital since the beginning of COVID?
Well, or that are still in it, and that's something that I can take to someone else, but I think those are important numbers. The patients that are still in the hospital, that are off the COVID floor, but still occupying the hospital for a variety of reasons.
Okay.
Carolyn, we call those, we're calling those recovered now. If you look at the Vermont Health dashboard, they're listed as recovered. But I do think from our standpoint, we would still consider them a COVID patient because they're still healing.
Yeah. So I think that needs to be highlighted as well.
Yes.
Because once they're off isolation, they drop from the COVID numbers. That's exactly right.
Carolyn, we can talk offline and how we run that up to the marketing.
Right. So I'm just going to say, Carolyn, I think we have to be more blunt. We have to be more forceful. We have to say something coming out. You know, you don't get vaccinated, you know you're going to die. I mean, let's just be really blunt to these people.
Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to understand. Let's see what's going on in chat over here. Judy, welcome. She says hello. It's terrible. Scared. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people there with you, Judy. Got tagged for a spider video. Scare tactics, yeah. She wants to, that lady, I mean, what kind of doctor suggests that we purposely scare people? It doesn't matter what her reason is. She wants to scare people. Terrorize people. The lady just made my list. She is an aspiring domestic terrorist. This is what this is. Psychological terror. That's why I gave her a nice little mustache on the thumbnail. She earned it. Sandy, hello. Oh, you mean, yeah, you mean mine, or do you mean the one? Hold on a second. I'll show you where it's on YouTube and show you how they're suppressing it. But if you just go search on BitChute and Odyssey, it's pretty easy to find over there as well. At first I thought it wasn't on YouTube at all, but I kind of know how they are, and got to poking around and found on another website where someone did have a link to this video on YouTube, and I'll show you in a second here. It is on here, but they're suppressing it in the search. This is Judy says autodidactic couldn't share his video. It was tagged. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. You know, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't going to play it at first, but when I saw it was on YouTube, I thought, well, maybe I can slide. We'll see. But be prepared to see this one disappear. Kim Wheeler might get tagged too. Yeah. I mean, he walks the line pretty expertly. He's been doing it a long time, so I think he's going to be okay. But they might screw down the tyranny on YouTube. The nurses walking out because they know the truth. Yes. I mean, there's just so many of them. And they're reporting on the hospitals and the beds being full. If you know people that are actually in the hospital, talk to them. I have, you know, or go to the hospital. You'll see. They're lying. Everything's a goddamn lie about this entire damn thing. And as soon as people start realizing that, the sooner we can truly fight back. Driving and listening. Hey, Brandy, welcome. Daily Dan Blog, greetings from South Carolina. Oh, my phone is dead. This woman's not far from your parts, man. Mr. Lee's here. Hey, greetings, Danny Stanton. Greetings. Yes, there's a Nikola Tesla channel and shares so many tagged articles on that channel. Okay, I threw together a short presentation because, you know, I think we need to know the name of that woman in there calling for manipulation of the COVID numbers for the purpose of scaring people into getting the jab. I mean, it's right there in her own words. I know it's hard to hear, but go listen to it as many times as you need to. You can watch it freely on BitChute and Odyssey because they don't censor like YouTube. But I'll show you what you need to do to find it on YouTube if you want to see it on YouTube, because it is on YouTube. It's just being suppressed. What's up, Mr. Lee? Had to charge phones. So hopefully I'm not being too clickbaity here, am I? I don't know. Perhaps. But, you know, I see a doctor who wants to purposely scare people. She's a terrorist in my book. There she is, Dr. Mary Catherine Rudick. Like I said, I was thinking about posting phone numbers and everything else, but that might be considered, you know, doxing and going too far and stuff like that. But it's not hard. If you poke around, do some searching, you'll find what you need if you want to start making phone calls and and making a ruckus. Brandy says that's what they've already done. The numbers aren't accurate. Yeah, the numbers aren't even accurate as they are. Absolutely. But this lady's not satisfied. She wants to take it a step further. So there's what she looks like. It took me a while to find a good clear image. This one where her hair's colored. I think that one's more recent than the gray hair there, but I'm not sure. But that's our little 1940s good German right there. And in that video, you can't see her. It's just too blurry. But that's her. As you can see, it's leaked Zoom meeting. You know, we need more scary to it. The younger lady you see, I think, is the marketing director, and you could tell in that video that guy was a little wary of what this lady was saying. I think so. I think most people can see that. And but there it is on Odyssey. And if you search leaked Zoom meetings, you're going to pull up a number of different. A bunch of people are uploading this video. There's the thumbnail you usually see, but you know, I didn't see her say anything really damning herself. This lady is oh shoot, I can't remember her name right now, but she's not the real important one in the video. Is that yes? Okay, there it is. That's the video. That's on YouTube right there. And I only found the one link. I had to put the link in exactly to bring up the video. And the title is Leak Zoom Meeting, group of 20 hospitals, and then so on. But anyway, I tried searching for leaked Zoom meeting on YouTube, and absolutely nothing came up. And then so I tried typing in part of the title. Leaked Zoom meeting group. Exactly the first 4 words with the colon. And as you can see, the first 3 results, you know, I couldn't screenshot all the way down, but I didn't see that video anywhere down there. I didn't scroll down for 100 entries, but it wasn't there. It should be the first one on there. If you search the title, that precisely, the first 4 words, it should be the first one on this list. YouTube, you're caught. You're busted. This has happened before. We know you do it. We got our eye on you. So I tried adding the next word, group of, and it didn't bring it up. I didn't finally see it on the list until I got to a group of 20, but it was further down. It still wasn't the first one on the list. Hospitals, it still wasn't the first on the list. I had to get to discuss before I got it to the first on the list. It showed up at hospitals down there, but it should have been at the top of the list from the very beginning, and it wasn't. Now this is proof that YouTube is suppressing this video. They can claim, well, our search is not that great. No, bullshit, YouTube. You're suppressing the video. So there it is. There's the title you need to search to find it on YouTube. Or just go to Odyssey or BitChute and find it there. What else I got on here? Oh, yeah, I found over on, what was that website called? RateMDs.com. Now there was a bunch of reviews on this doctor, Dr. Mary Kay Rudick, but there was 2 like glowing reviews, and I selected some of the bad ones for our purposes. If you want to go to RateMyMDs.com and see them yourself, you know, go ahead, because I didn't put them all on here, but I put some of the bad ones on here because, you know, I think some of them tell us a thing or two about this doctor. And Like this one here, this is the worst place I've ever been. Was there on 4 different dates and never saw the same person. Office staff was very unorganized. I was abandoned by this doctor, and I'm not having severe withdrawal symptoms because they refused to refill. I'm now having them, I guess they said. Refused to refill any of my medications. The assistants that saw me were extremely rude when I called one on occasion. Okay, this is the one where they don't mention her specifically, but at the end it says, save your family and friends and pass the word and stay away from this doctor. So it's on the page about her. So never met her. This is the last doctor of record for my dad, who was at Liberty Commons. She is, forget that part. Keep them straight. She could not keep them straight. She was. They said she was confusing doctors. I say that because my dad died, and she signed a death certificate that he died of end-stage Parkinson's disease. He died of multiple myeloma, a blood cancer. He never had Parkinson's disease. I was livid. She corrected it, but only because I caught it. Not one word of apology from her. I will never let her see any of my family. Got a couple more on here, I think. Yeah. They mentioned her by name in this one. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but very neglectful, very rude at the end there. I would never recommend these doctors, not even to my dogs. Could go on and on about the unprofessional ways of Dr. Rudick. Just stay away. Here's 2 shorter ones. Dr. Rudick was my mother's doctor. She ignored all of my concerns, gave me terrible advice. I felt she did not care about my mother at all. I would never let this person treat my family. The next one says, not caring and always in a rush. She does not return calls and has way too many patients to care for and is rude and curt. You know, and that's no excuse. If you can't handle your patient volume, and you need to refer them to someone else. That's ethical. If you're just taking on extras, just it shows you only care about making the money. This one says she seems to brush off the symptoms of the elderly. She seems to think that illness or health concerns are inevitable after a certain age. So why try? My parents went to her, and we always had to suggest next steps to try making appointments, specialists, trying other meds, etc. When she kept recommending to keep on doing the same things. After my mom died, we decided not to let my dad decline in neglected medical care. She has a huge staff of assistants, so you see a different assistant every time. Then she pops in to chat a bit. If she speaks to the patient, she can charge her full doctor visit price. If you only speak to her assistant, she can't. I wouldn't recommend her to anyone I care about. I don't know if I got another. I don't think I got another one on here. So, there's from years past reviews on her. Danny says, last night I was on live stream, Warhorse and Braveheart channel. You should check it out. Brandy says, Biden dumbass spouting off at the mouth saying, see, the beer bug deaths are higher than all the wars and 9/11 combined. Yeah, we know that is complete and total lie. Absolute total lie. I saw a comment today someone made on this video on Odyssey, I think it was. They referred to it as rebranded flu. Rebranded flu. And that's damn accurate. If you're showing that the flu deaths dropped, usually it's like 650,000 a year, I think. I can't remember the numbers exactly, but the numbers dropped dramatically in 2020 because they were writing it down as this instead. And they convinced half the country. They've convinced half the country that there is something new out there that's killing people. And there absolutely is the fuck not. We got all these indications that it's a complete fraud. But, you know, and I've told people, say, hey, bring me proof. Prove to me, actual proof that it's real. No one. Come up in the chat. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see what you got. Don't tell me, oh, my doctor told you so. Your doctors were told. We got this thing. Here's this test. The doctor didn't create the test. The doctor doesn't really know what's going on with the test. And a lot of them are probably lying because the administration is breathing down their neck saying, look, these patients get us money, thousands of dollars. And it's just flu. So, you know, it's all about the money. And then some of these doctors, like this lady, are bad just on their own. But there's a lot of good doctors out there trying to blow the whistle on it, and the media is trying to guide you away from it. They were paying attention to that one lady who's kind of a nut. You know, she was saying the right thing about this, but she's kind of a nut on some other stuff. So they do that to try and make it look like the people who are denying this lie, trying to make them look crazy. That's why the guy with the horn showed up at the Capitol. You think that looks like a typical Republican at a rally? That guy was there to make the Republicans look goofy. Guaranteed. Danny says, great picture. The only thing missing is a pointy hat and a broomstick. Yeah. And I hope this lady gets run out of town. You know, it's scary that people's lives are in her hands. It's crazy. My daughter is a healthcare provider, and now they're considering mandatory jab. Yeah. A lot of nurses have already quit because of that, and we need to pay attention to the nurses. I saw a video today of a nurse who was upset because it's like a regular thing at work where some of the nurses and doctors will say that they hope that people who don't get jabbed die. They hope that they die. She's like, this is insane. This is crazy talk. And it is. It's just insane. There are people out there that hope you die if you don't take the jab. Just so they can be right, I guess. Or they're just convinced that you truly are a threat to them by the lies of the media and the politicians. My phone is about to die. I'm with my daughter to get Kaylee stitches out. Well, we'll see you later. These are my short ones. I'm going to have to cut it off here in a second anyway. Later, Judy. Brandy, do you have Cowboy's email? I can't find it. I'll hang on till it dies. Yes, Mr. Lee. Email us and it. I don't have years now either. Or I can send it via LOCKBEARD, whatever you're more comfy with. Yeah. So hopefully they don't take this down. You know, I don't know if you guys like it that I'm out here like pushing these limits like this. You know, YouTube's been unsubscribing people and stuff, and I never thought I'd see that personally. But what we are, you saw Tom Paul was on here the other night. He was pissed. You know, they unsubscribed him. He did, you know, as if he was some kind of scam account or something. Yeah, so everyone that passes away will tag it as yes, they will. Jen's here. Welcome, Jen. Okay, well, we're getting close to 30 minutes. I'm trying to keep these like between 15 to 30 minutes. So I don't know. I may do a LOCKBEARD random live tonight. We'll see how things go. Thank you all for coming, and see you.